Hi, this is Andrea from Banola Online, and today we will be making cookies called Grandpaw Spice Cookies from Three Dog Bakery. They're easy and delicious. So what you're going to need for Grandpa's Spice Cookies is pretty food you can find around your house, or it's available in any grocery store. You're going to need a half a cup of honey, a quarter a cup of molasses, just get the original, not the robust. 3/4 cup applesauce, make sure it's unsweetened. A half a cup of crushed peanuts. 2 1/4 cups white flour. An egg. Half a teaspoon of ground cloves. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Like I said, the recipe is pretty easy. All you need to do is combine the molasses, the honey, in a bowl. Kind of gets sticky. So you can definitely take a spoon and clean it out. Same with the honey, because you want to get it all basically in there. And then you do the applesauce, which is easy. Egg, which hopefully I don't get any shells in here. And that's what you do with that one, and then you just kind of mix it together till it, like, the egg separates and the applesauce and the molasses and honey all kind of make sure it's like all gelled together. Which might take a second. One of my dogs is getting very excited about this already. And then for this other part, all you need to do is put the more dry ingredients. So you do the flour, and then you, like I said before, you do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And you want to kind of ensure that you don't, with like baking soda and flour, you always want to make sure you do exact. So there's 1 teaspoon, and then here's the other teaspoon. And then you do a teaspoon of the ground sugar, the ground cinnamon, not sugar. It's going to be sweet enough. Do that, and then you do a teaspoon of the ground ginger. Again, I'm just like, oops. I'm just scraping it off and then putting it in this bowl, but make sure that you do the exact ingredients and measurements. 1 teaspoon of this, and then you do just a half a teaspoon of the ground cloves, which I had to buy today because of course I didn't have it. So it smells really good though. Funny thing with this recipe, it's like all human food, so I don't even know. I wonder if, like, I don't know. We'll see how it is. And then just a half a teaspoon of the ground cloves. So then you do that, and you just like mix that together, and then you slowly dump it into the liquid. What are you doing, Ben? Are you just wondering what's up there? I'm making this for you. So I did about half, and then, you know, mixed it together. And you're gonna have to make sure you coat all the flour, so it might take a minute. But you just mix it, and then the next step is we will start to form little balls. So it will turn out good. Once you have combined both the dry and wet ingredients, it should be really kind of sticky, and it should be kind of like a peanut butter color. So all you do after that is you just take like it says to measure or use like teaspoons, which makes sense because you don't want like super big dog treats. And you just kind of pat it down on a cookie sheet, and you just go and do that. They are a little sticky. I mean, you are using honey and molasses, but you know, it's not that bad. So then you do that throughout the whole sheet, and you'll probably need like maybe one, I mean, you might need to make it in 2 batches, but make sure that they're spread apart enough that they don't, you know, mesh together when they expand. But then to top it off, you just take your crushed peanuts and you just sprinkle a little bit on, and then kind of mush it down. And oops, you do that through the whole thing, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your oven that should have been preheated to 350, and you are gonna set these little guys in there for 8 to 10 minutes, and then you take them out and you let them cool in a rack, and then you just store them in an airtight container. So I'm going to finish this off, and then I'll put them in the oven and we'll see how they turn out. So I've finished everything, but all you have to do after is just kind of give each one a little love pat to make sure the peanuts stay in, and then you just, like I said, put them in the oven for 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, they're out of the oven. I just put them in there for 9 minutes, and they look really good. They smell delicious. You can definitely smell the cloves and the cinnamon and ginger. So I'm just gonna have them cool a little bit, and then we'll see how the dogs like them.